Greetings, my name is Nicholas Perrin, a guide of the Lionheart Path and also a collaborator, co-creator within the New Magi Dreaming Project. Today I welcome you into this heartfelt space as we explore the theme of accessing the deep inner wisdom through the heart and why this is so crucial at this time, some of the challenges and difficulties of choosing to traverse of the path of the heart, and of course, what are some of the blessings that await you. First of all, I'd like to acknowledge the Indigenous custodians of the lands that we're on, honouring the ancestors that move through you, through your own DNA lineages, as well as honouring the ancient wisdoms of the earth and the keepers of those earth wisdoms. So thank you. So why is accessing the heart portal so crucial? Well, first of all, within the sacred center within the heart, some have called it a sacred chamber, some have called it the epicenter of your beingness, and for me, it's a portal to the infinite. It is the direct access point through which you have full access to the source, the direct source of all that is. No intermediaries, no middlemen, your direct connection. And this is essential because ultimately all the knowledge or the wisdom or the insights, any energies or frequencies come from the source. And we've been living on a planet that has been significantly influenced through the victim-victimizer paradigm, which is all about giving your power away to another person, to other deities or gods, or even to knowledge. Something outside of me is going to save me or rescue me. And what happens is when there's the realization that through my own direct heart portal connection, that the path of me coming home is inherently held within myself, then the game really does change. Because the outside world then is merely just a reflection, an opportunity to get a sense of what is life wishing to show me or reveal to me, and what can I learn from it? What can I integrate from it? And as I make the changes within myself, the outside world naturally changes and evolves as well. First question is, what is one of the biggest challenges of accessing the heart portal? The number one is certainly the conditioning, the collective conditioning, and all of the trauma, the negative energies that has plagued humanity for eons of time. And so within your own family, you could probably look back and see some of the dysfunctional behaviors, ways of showing up in the world that you learned from your parents, which they learned from their parents. And of course, it's just been passed down from a place of not knowing any better. And what this does is the trauma and the hurts and the pains then initiates a desire to protect. How do I protect myself? And ultimately there's two key ways. One is to withdraw and hide. And we can, this is something that I did myself, create a heart wall or an energetic protection which keeps the world away, particularly for those that are quite empathic. If you really sense and feel others' energies, if you're sensitive to environments, then often the heart wall is your primary way of feeling safe and secure in the world. The other option is to actually dominate others, dominate life, which is where the competitive energies come from. And so attack is actually a form of defense. It's like in my insecurity, in my shakiness that I feel within, I'm going to project myself out into the world and try and control others, life situations and circumstances so that I can feel safe. Because if we're all agreeing, then there's harmony and there's balance. So how do we actually engage with these different protection mechanisms? Well, the first thing is to be able to move out of your egoic mind, out of the conditioning, and to move from seeing reality as personal. This person did this to me, or life is doing this to me, and moving into a more impersonal perspective, which is where you see that life is an interplay, a game of energies, a game of learning and development and evolution, and that actually anything, whether it's a challenge or a difficulty or whether it feels painful, it's all an opportunity to grow, and it's an opportunity to go deeper within myself. It's an opportunity to open a door within my own inner world where there is hidden gems and magic in there. Now, of course, one of the initiations through that is to move beyond the seesaw, which is the mind's natural way of navigating life, which is to run towards pleasure and avoid pain. And so the first key initiation is to be able to move yourself into the pain and to really breathe into it, to feel it, and to bring spaciousness into it. That's the first level. And then even beyond that, it's to bring unconditional love and to see it for what it is. See it as ignorance, not knowing, part of the collective programming on the planet. And by really bringing in the unconditional love, then it can integrate and come back into wholeness, as these fragmented aspects within your own consciousness have been shouting for your attention loudly through the manifestation of emotions, but also through the interplay with other people. So what are some of the benefits, if you're able, as you move through the heart walls, the protections? And this is always a series, this is a process. This isn't necessarily just clicking the fingers and it's just done straight away, although wouldn't that be cool? But again, the process of, or the point of life is actually going through the journey and falling in love with the journey of life. But ultimately, for me, what I've discovering, and of course this is an infinite experience, there's no end goal here, but what I notice is that as I bring my awareness into my heart, it feels like this fire, this warm, blazing, emanating fire, and there's an infinite strength to it. There's an infinite amount of energy. I am no longer needing to get energy from the outside world as much. I notice that the amount of food that I need to consume decreases, and there is much more of a self-nourishment, like a well that is replenished from within yourself. And so you become more self-resourced. As you become in-sourced, or your connection with the source gets stronger and stronger, you become more fully inner-resourced. And then from that place, we move out of the paradigm of scarcity and lack, or trying to get others to fulfill your own needs or the areas that you perceive that you don't have. And you're able to meet that from within yourself, and then from a place of fullness, you can then share that with other people. And that's really what unconditional love actually is. It's I'm sharing what it is that I have with you, not because I want anything from you, not because I need you to be a particular way or to show up in any particular way in my life, but just because I choose to, as a gift, as a divine offering, as a sacred offering to you, in devotion to the divinity within your own beingness. So thank you for being with me in this heart resonance pool. Look forward to connecting with you very soon with other juicy topics as we explore how to thrive within this human experience through the eternal beingness connection with the source of all that is. Thank you.